Bonjour everyone, today we are making Fawm Kauv, also known as, and Fawm Kauv is basically a steamed rice roll cake that is filled with delicious pork stir fry that has onions and mushrooms in there, and then served and topped with fried shallots and a delicious fish sauce dipping sauce. So I'm going to show you guys how we make it at our house. In Hmong we call this Fawm Kauv, but this is a very well-known dish in Vietnam, and Hmong people also love to eat it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's go cook some Fawm Kauv. Ooh, let's go. Okay, so first things first is we want to make the dressing, and for the dressing, go ahead and add in your sugar in the bowl, and then we're gonna add hot boiling water, and then we're gonna stir it until the sugar dissolves. And then once it dissolves, we're gonna add the rest of the ingredients. So we're gonna add in fish sauce, lime juice, some white distilled vinegar, and some garlic, minced or grated, and shredded carrots as well. And then we're also gonna add chili paste. Here I use sambal, or you guys can use fresh Thai chilies, anything you guys like. And then we're just gonna stir it up and cover it and store it in the refrigerator until we need to use it. Okay, next we are going to do the pork stir fry. And in here I have no oil, just because this pork here has pretty much natural oils already from the pork, so I'm not going to add any oil in there. This pork has so much fat in there already that you don't really need oil. If you have a non-stick pan, it'll work pretty good for you, but I'm not going to add any oil in there. I'm going to saute this until it's pretty much brown, and then I'll add in the onions and all the other stuff. So most of the pink has pretty much cooked through. Now at this point, if you guys want, if it's too much fat, you guys can drain the fat, but this pork is pretty lean. So at this point, I'm going to add in these are the fungus that I have. I bought them dried, and then I dehydrate them in hot water, and then after that I'll rinse it pretty good in water about 2 to 3 times, drain it, and then I also cut it into smaller sizes because they're pretty long, so I cut it into smaller sizes, and that's about it. And then over here is my onions as well. I'm going to add in diced onions and put these two in right now. Now you'll cook this until the onions are pretty soft and cooked. However you like to cook your onions, up to you. And then I'm going to season it. So first thing is some fish sauce here. I have some black pepper here I'm going to add in. You guys can add as much black pepper as you want. I like a lot of black pepper, so I like to add more than usual. And then next is some sugar. I'll add in some sugar to balance out the saltiness of it. Some sugar in there. And I'm going to add in some salt. So at this point, you guys can cook it until the onions cook. Taste it and add more seasonings if you want. And it's pretty much done at this point. But for us in our family, we like to add cilantro and green onions in there. So we're gonna add some green onions and cilantro at the end, just to kind of wilt it a little bit. So I turn off the heat, and now I'm going to add in some cilantro and green onions in there as well. We'll add that in there. And this is optional. We just like the flavor. And then you just stir it until it's pretty much incorporated. This is pretty much it. So we'll take it and let's go and finish the wrappers. Okay, so now we are going to make the rice batter, and in a bowl we're going to add in 1 bag of rice flour and then another bag of tapioca starch, and they both weigh 16 ounces, so it's 1:1 ratio for that. We're going to add in some salt, stir that up, and then we're going to add some water. Once the water is added in, we are going to stir it really well. So at this point, when you guys are whisking in the rice flour and tapioca starch into the water, the starches and the flour will stick to the bottom of the bowl. So this is completely natural, and just do your best to mix it as well as you can. And once it's mixed, we're going to add in the vegetable oil. Whisk that really good, and the batter is all set to go in cook and steam. Okay, so now we are going to get cooking, and first things first is you want to have a really good non-stick pan, and also have a plate or a platter, flat surface with oil brush on it, and also brush your non-stick pan just in case your batter sticks to it. And then once the pan is heated nicely, we are going to add in about 1/4 of a cup of the batter and swirl it around really evenly, and then we're going to cover it with the lid and let it steam for about 30 seconds or until the dough or the crepe becomes translucent. It's no longer white in color. And then we're going to take the pan and we are going to flip it over to the flat tray that we have here. And then we're going to add in a scoop of the ground pork stir fry that we made, fold in the ends just like a burrito, and from the bottom you want to fold it and keep rolling it all the way up. And that's about it. Place it on your serving platter and continue until all your batter is done. So when you're done using all your batter, go ahead and stack all your Fawm Kauv on top of each other and serve it on the dinner table or however you guys like to serve it. It's hard for us in our family because the more we make this, the more we just snack as we make it. So at the end of the day, there's really none to serve, but that's just us. But anyways, go ahead and serve it with the dressing that you made earlier. And for us, we like to top this with fried shallots that you can either fry yourself or you can buy already fried shallots at the Asian market. And then we are going to top this with the dressing that we made earlier. You guys can top this with as much dressing as you guys like. And then we just eat it with a fork and enjoy. It looks so good. I'm drooling already. Oh my gosh. It's good.
you know, drool a little bit, because I drool editing this video for you guys. It's so good.